Good evening and welcome to Bahrain International's Daily Show. We have a treat for you on our show, Bahrain Today. But before I tell you what we bring you today, I would like to invite you all to tell us your suggestions and opinions of our show through contacting us via email or Instagram shown on the screen. It's quite hard to believe that healthy and delicious would ever be used in the same sentence. We welcome owners of Mommy Pod, Fida and Amir, to tell us more about this healthy, yummy snack. Hello and welcome to our studio.
Hello, hi. Thank you so much for having us here.
It's our pleasure.
It's a great opportunity for us to be here to showcase our brand and to showcase what we actually have.
Yes,
Mommy
and we're
Pod.
excited to get to know this brand and to know what you guys do. So tell me, what do you guys have?
So basically, Mommy Pod is it's a homegrown business. It's a food service concept. We started a year and a half back.
Yeah.
We basically sell Japanese-inspired snacks. So when it comes to Japanese snacks, we have three different things. We have the edamame in different flavors, mochi Japanese ice cream, and freshly squeezed lemonades. So it's not totally Japanese. It has a modern twist into it.
Okay, great. And Amir, tell me, why did you guys decide to go for this business?
About a year and a half ago, I had a lot of time on my hands, and Fida had this amazing idea to start an edamame business.
Is it because you guys love edamames, or?
We actually go to a lot of Asian restaurants in Bahrain.
Okay.
And yeah, we
So
usually
know
have
where
it as
the
a snack in the
inspiration came
beginning.
from.
And,
Okay.
and when you usually go to Japanese restaurants, you'd find one or two different flavors of edamame.
Yeah.
And usually you'd have to go and sit at the table and consume
Yes.
the snack. We wanted to come up with a way to serve edamame on the go for busy individuals, for it to be a healthy snack, an alternative to what else is available in the market. And we experimented with many different flavors, and we found that you can actually serve edamame with salty flavors, with spicy flavors, with sweet flavors as well.
I was going to come to that.
Yeah.
Sweet flavors.
Yeah.
How many flavors do you guys have?
We currently have 6 flavors.
Yeah.
Okay, and what they are?
So we have this poster here, which we call the flavor index.
Okay.
It basically showcases our different flavors, and they're all handmade illustrations.
Yeah.
So what, as you go towards this area here, the flavors get
Becomes
more
spicier.
spicy. And this is our sweet flavor called Mommy's Your Oyster. It contains oyster sauce, honey, as well as sesame seeds. This is our basic flavor called Stay Salty Mommy, which contains lime, rock salt, as well as sesame seeds.
Okay.
Hot Soya Mommy is a soya sauce based flavor. It's kind of spicy, but not as spicy as the Mayo Be My Mommy.
It's
Okay.
mostly salty and a little bit of spicy.
Okay.
Right, and then this is spicy mayonnaise, and then you got honey or on fire, which is a sweet and spicy flavor. Honey
Sweet
because
and
it actually
spicy.
contains honey,
Yeah.
and fire because it contains
Yeah,
Thai
I
hot
want
sauce.
the viewers to see that. So if we can showcase it to camera 4. Yeah, just can you tilt it a bit down? Yeah.
So if you
Perfect,
notice the names as well, we came up with creative names.
Yeah.
We wanted some humor into it. So we actually sat one day in Caribou for like 2 hours. We were like just thinking of
Yes.
creative names,
Yeah.
like honey you're on fire.
And that's
like
what
sweet
makes
spicy.
it, catchy. People will remember the names.
Exactly,
They remember
yeah.
these illustrations, and also the meter. Where
The
you
flavor
can see
index.
yes, the
Heat
flavor
index,
index.
yeah.
Where
Absolutely,
it's,
it does provide guidance to customers.
Yeah.
I
And-
love spicy food. I'm all for spicy food, and I definitely want to try it because I normally go for the sea salt,
Okay.
the
Yeah.
basic kind of edamame. But it's great to see that you are offering different flavors that would suit different.
We
taste
actually
buds.
tried with many different flavors. So we started within 2 months, we experimented with different flavors. We even tried with peanut butter and jam, and different
I can
sauces.
only imagine.
Yeah, but we wanted to, take this risk and try different things, and we came up at least with 6 different flavors that are really good.
Actually,
But-
hot soya mami has a unique story as well. We personally did not come up with this flavor. We
Okay.
gave our members of staff the opportunity to come up with a flavor
Okay.
because creativity is something that's very important for us as a company. And we asked our staff to experiment and shop for ingredients. And if they come up with something that is demanded,
It would go on the
it would go on the menu, and then they would make a cut of the
Okay.
gross profit from that certain flavor. It would give our staff an opportunity to have
to be
ownership.
creative and
It's like an incentive to them.
Absolutely.
So
Yeah.
which one of these flavors is the most selling, you would say?
Stay Salty Mommy is one of
Yeah.
our best selling, but then
For the
even if
spicy,
it's Flaming Mommy, which is our spiciest flavor, is a very popular flavor as well. It all
Yeah.
depends on what the customer feels like
Yeah.
having,
Okay.
whether it's spicy, sweet, or salty.
Some days you feel spicy, some days you
Exactly,
feel
yeah.
salty, some days you feel sweet.
Definitely.
So tell me about the sweet flavors. Like, how would you mix edamame with sweet? I just want to understand the combination.
Well, we honey actually goes really well with edamame,
Yeah.
even honey by itself, and if you have sesame seeds on top. But then when we added oyster sauce to it, and we added a secret ingredient which has a nutty aroma,
Secret
the
ingredient.
combination of that was really mind-blowing. It was really amazing. And then we always do a lot of tasting, and people don't really imagine edamame to go well when it has sweet flavorings on top. When they actually try it, they go for it.
Yeah.
So what is that secret ingredient? Record this, guys.
It's a secret.
It's called a secret. So how many stores do you have, and where are you in Bahrain, so people would know?
At the moment, we have 2 stores, one in Sar Mall in front of Carrefour in a form of a kiosk.
Yep.
And we just recently opened our second shop in Sif Mall. It's inside the cinema, Sif Cinema 2, which is next to Magic Island.
So you can grab your edamame and watch a
Exactly.
movie.
You can grab your edamame, you can grab your mochi, or even lemonades, freshly squeezed lemonades. We're also available on Karaj and Talabat for online orders.
And how was the experience for people having their edamames in the cinema? What is the reaction for that?
Some people think it's a bit difficult for them because it's with different sauces. So
Okay.
that's why we provided some gloves now.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's more of a convenience because even with our packaging, if
Yeah, we're gonna move to that.
So yeah, our packaging is done in a way that you can throw the pods inside here, so you can enjoy your
Hassle-free.
movie.
So, yeah,
Exactly.
You don't need to think where to throw your.
Definitely. Yeah.
Absolutely, it
Yeah.
has a pod dispenser, and the way that we actually came up with this design is that we were literally at our grandma's house, and we had a few papers, A4 paper and scissors and a tape, and we actually constructed this by ourselves, and then we took it to a
Yeah.
packaging company,
Yeah.
and they made it possible. They manufactured it for
Yeah.
us.
Yes.
So we're very proud of this kind of innovation.
I see you guys, in festivals all around Bahrain. Tell me more about your participation. Do you ensure that you pick the festivals, or you just want to be in every festival, just so for people to try your brand?
For the past year, we tried to be in a lot of festivals because it was an important time for us to, for more awareness, basically. And a lot of people actually got to know us through the festivals. So we participated in the Food Festival, Festival City, and Bahrain Pop-Up Market, and it really gave us good exposure.
So, is there any competition for you guys in the market? Because I haven't seen, any brand that serves edamames the way you do.
There are no brands out there that serve edamame the way that we
Okay,
do.
guys, I know what's my next business gonna be. We're gonna call it Baba. Baba Mami, yes. Okay,
Yeah.
so you're like unique in the market, and this is something makes your customers just come back to you guys. But I mean, innovation is important when it comes to your business. And how do you guys ensure that you meet the expectations of your customers?
Recently, we've been participating also in private events.
Okay.
Even when it comes to birthday parties, recently we've had a Japanese-themed birthday party, and they called us, and it was really very nice because we got our portable kiosk, and we give. It was very nice because the kids wore the Japanese hat as well, and the Japanese attire.
Okay.
So having edamame and mochi in a birthday party, it's something really nice.
Of course, and it's healthy for the kids. It's a very
Exactly.
healthy snack
Yeah.
to give for the kids. Let's talk more about the health benefits of edamames. I would love to see the poster you guys have.
Okay. So.
So basically, we do a lot of educating when it comes to the nutritional benefits, it's also a very powerful marketing tool for, with our customers. Now, in every portion, we know exactly how much edamame there is in this 200 grams box. And this data here and this information pertains to exactly how much edamame we serve.
Perfect.
So there are 22 grams of high quality protein in each serving. And when I say high quality protein, it means that it contains all essential amino acids. So edamame is actually very similar to meat, poultry, and fish. And it's the only plant-based source of protein. No other plants have a complete source of protein as edamame. And then there are also other benefits such as omega-3 and 6, which is very good for brain, heart, and eye health. Iron, which is very good for your skin, hair, and nails. Magnesium, which is very good for relieving anxiety and headaches. We actually market this to a lot of our customers are students, and they're stressed, and they sit at cafes and study, and they come to us and have a snack and
they go for
continue.
unhealthy kind of snacks.
Exactly.
But such a snack like edamame, it would help them, you know,
to relax. And
Absolutely. It actually is a superfood, which basically means that it is very nutritionally dense. For the amount of food that we serve, it has a high amount of nutrition.
Great, that's really amazing. And I
you.
also want to know more about the party box that you have, because this is something great to have for work, you know, for colleagues or even a family gathering.
Absolutely.
So tell us more about this concept.
So basically, you can order this even on Karaj and Talabat, or even as a walk-in customer, you can pre-order this, and you can choose 6 different flavors of edamame. It's 100 grams each.
Okay.
So it's perfect for gatherings, parties. If you have a meeting, it's perfect.
Yes, absolutely.
If you're with the guys and you want to watch a football match, it's
for
perfect
example,
as well. And they're completely microwavable also.
Because usually we tend to munch on unhealthy snacks like chips or whatever, but this is an alternative.
Yeah,
when it comes
definitely.
to
And I want to know, you know, of course, having high standards when you serve the edamame is something important and essential. Tell us more about your standards. You know, you ensure that it's at a certain temperature, presented in a certain way. Tell us more about that.
Oh, absolutely. Now, one thing that we do is that we enroll all of our staff in food control and food hygiene courses. It is very important to us.
Definitely.
And at the same time, through our experimentation, we have done a massive amount of experiments, even when it comes to delivery and leaving the snack a while to see what the quality will be like. And we also take steps to ensure that when customers order online, it would reach them in the same quality and texture as if they would have it at the shop itself. So we have instructions on our packaging saying, put in the salt, mix it in this way, add in this sauce.
I would be more than happy to be your mystery shopper. I can visit all your branches and try it. I have people in the gallery.
Because even if you measure the edamame, we actually measure it to 100 grams or 200 grams. We have a weighing scale. Because in the beginning, people were like, oh, this is not 100 grams. Oh, this is not 200 grams. Like, okay, you know what? Let's have a measuring scale and let's put the exact portion.
Absolutely.
I think we've covered a lot about the edamame part, but let's go for mochi as well and the lemonades. Tell us more about that.
Mochi is basically Japanese ice cream. It's basically wrapped in sweet rice flour, and we have gelato ice cream inside. Now, when it comes to the mochi, we have 10 different flavors. We also have vegan options, so with non-dairy alternatives to the mochi ice cream, such as the vegan passion fruit mixed with mango or vegan Belgian chocolate.
Amazing.
So, yeah.
And the lemonades?
And when it comes to the lemonades, we have also 2 different flavors right now, and it's freshly squeezed, pure, it's natural. We thought of lemonades because even when you go to the cinema, instead of having soft drinks, you could have lemonades instead, something that is fresh and it's natural.
Yes. So another interesting thing about your business is that you keep a lot of effort in, you know, having sustainable business. Tell us more about that.
Oh, absolutely. For example, our packaging is actually 100% recyclable. Something that we want to get into and something that we want to do is, so when this packaging gets disposed and it has the pods in it as well, the pods are recyclable as well. You can turn paper out of edamame pods. And what we want to do in the future is that find a way to basically recycle the packaging and have it to be sustainable instead of it turning into waste.
Absolutely.
So that's something that we're working on.
Absolutely. I wish you guys all the best. But before I wrap up the segment, I would definitely want to know, where are you guys heading? What are your future plans?
Future plans, inshallah, opening up, for example, in different cinemas and
are we considering opening outside of Bahrain as well?
Yes,
oh, absolutely.
Definitely, yeah.
The cinema market in Saudi is opening up. We think that's a huge opportunity. A large portion of our client base is actually Saudi nationals. So we do want to branch out regionally. Who knows what's next?
Yeah, maybe the airport. I mean,
Absolutely.
that's
Maybe,
a great
yeah.
way to snack
Or
and
other
be
Japanese snacks.
gluten-free.
Yeah,
Yes,
healthy
absolutely.
snacks.
I wish you guys all the best.
Thank you so
and I'll
much.
definitely be visiting the booth as a mystery shopper.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so
We'd
much.
love to.
It's a pleasure. Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Viewers, that was a delicious segment without the edamames. But don't go away, we'll be right back. Welcome back. The world of cosmetology and the cosmetic revolution has become a way of lifestyle for different age groups. And for the right choice in this field, with us in our studios, Dr. Abdulshahid Fadl, consultant plastic surgeon, to talk about the latest findings of medicine in the field of non-surgical cosmetology. Hello, doctor, and welcome to our studio.
Hello.
It's our pleasure to have you because I believe that this is a very important topic to highlight. You know, there are a lot of myths, a lot of things are going on social media, but we want to know more about the non-surgical aesthetic or the cosmetic treatments. What does it mean?
Yeah. Actually, first of all, I would like to thank you for your invitation in
Our
this
pleasure.
interesting program
Thank
and
you.
to discuss very important issue
Thank
for the society. Actually, when we talk about non-surgical cosmetic or aesthetic procedures, what we really mean in summary is procedures or treatment used to improve the shape of the body without using the scalpel or general anesthesia. This is the simply. But we classify it into many categories.
Absolutely.
According to the way we do it. We classify according to like injectables, and when we say injectables, we mean the fillers, the Botox and PRP, and some mesotherapy injections and vitamin injections. These are, we call it injectables.
Yes.
Then machinery, when we say machinery, we mean laser with different type of laser, different type of indication, and radio frequency machines for same indication but
Yes.
different technology, cryotherapy for lipolysis,
Yes.
issue of lipolysis, and some small machines used for example mechanical peeling or chemical peeling or whatever.
Yes.
These machines used to do some cosmetic procedure to improve the appearance.
The result, yes.
Plus, the number 3 is the medicine.
Yes.
What we mean, like tablet, creams, lotions, used in the any of these cosmetic procedures.
Yes.
And we can add to them now the suture lift.
Okay.
Suture lift could we consider it as non-surgical, minimal invasive but non-surgical. We use it for lifting.
And do these categories, you know, give the same kind of results? When do you decide, you know, it's time for injectables or machinery or?
Yeah, actually, this is very wide varieties. These are tools in your hand. You should know when to use which. For example, when we talk about injectables mainly we have the Botox fillers and PRP,
Yes.
plus the vitamins and mesotherapy drugs.
Yes.
When we use the Botox we use it to get rid of the skin creases
Okay.
in the face mainly. Okay, so Botox is like it's a bacterial toxin. We use it, we inject it in certain point, you should know it, to paralyze the muscle,
Okay.
the facial muscle. When we paralyze the facial muscle, we call it chemical paralysis of facial muscle. This is a temporary paralysis. It will take 3 to 6 months only.
Depending on your body as well.
Yeah, depending on how your body react with the Botox.
Absolutely.
And so this is treatment we use it to get rid of the creases. The filler, for example, just I want to say something about filler. Filler, we have 2 types of filler.
Okay.
We have non-absorbable filler,
Okay.
which is prohibited to be used in Bahrain. It is very dangerous.
These are the
And-
ones that leave lumps and
Yes, they are
Okay.
permanent. The body didn't get rid of these.
Okay.
They are very dangerous, and we don't use it and not allowed in Bahrain. And the absorbable injection and the absorbable fillers Mainly they are form of hyaluronic acid
Okay.
and other injection with other material, but all of them are absorbable. The absorption varies from 3 months to 1.5 years only.
Absolutely.
So these we use it to replace volume.
Okay.
You know, with aging,
Yes.
people they reduce volume, so their face start to sag.
Yes.
So what we do with this filler, we replace the volume.
Okay. I wouldn't know about that because
Yeah.
my face is still not,
You
not
don't need
sagging.
it. You don't need it. Yeah.
Absolutely, doctor. You know, just like you mentioned, each of these injectables or these techniques
Machines, yeah.
has a different goal or a different
Yes.
target depending on the case of the patient.
Exactly.
But overall, what are the advantages you would say of non-surgical procedures over the surgical ones?
Yeah, so actually each has the good and the bad. The advantages of the non-surgical procedure or treatment in the cosmetic is they are, first of all, no anesthesia, actually no general anesthesia.
Yeah.
The anesthesia we use only topical anesthesia and sometimes local anesthesia.
Okay.
The recovery is very fast, varying from few minutes, few hours to 1 or 2 days. Okay. Post treatment, usually it's painless or very mild pain. The recovery is very fast. You can go back to your work within 1 day or 48 hours. Okay, and you don't need to go to the hospital. You don't need to go to the hospital, and these are the main advantages over the surgical intervention.
Absolutely. And do you decide, you know, when a patient comes in, do you decide whether what they're asking for is needed or not? Do you advise them as a doctor?
Of course, this is you should be a real doctor. We have ethics in medicine.
Yes.
Yes, I agree that in cosmetic surgery or treatment, the patient has a say in the decision. The decision happens between the doctors and the patient. But when I see that patient coming to me asking for something not indicated in her, first of all, I refuse to do it.
Yes.
Second, I explain to her why I refuse to do it.
Absolutely.
Because it is not indicated for you.
Absolutely.
So it's better. Now you have many tools. All the tools I mentioned,
Yes.
they are in your hand.
Yes.
Okay, you should know when to use which.
Yes, sometimes
And
you
to have to be safe.
You walk in, you don't know the difference between
Exactly.
Botox and fillers, and you go like, I want
Exactly,
Botox, but that's
exactly.
not the right solution for
Exactly,
you. So you should
exactly.
listen to your doctor.
Yes, of course. Yeah,
Yes,
of course.
definitely. Doctor, there are, of course, some complications when it
Yeah.
comes to any kind of surgical, non-surgical procedures. Can you tell us how can a patient avoid these complications, and what are these complications?
Actually, any treatment you use on your body, it's
Might
not
have.
100% free of complications or side effects.
Yes.
Okay, so the complication in non-surgical, of course, less than the surgical one, but there are some serious complications. For example, when you use, for example, the most dangerous one is the injection, the
Yes.
injectables. When patient coming to go for filler, sometime when you inject the filler inside the vessels, if you don't know the anatomy, you go to an expert people to do injection for you, and by mistake, this material injected in the vessel, it can block the vessel. It can cause either skin necrosis, and in the worst scenario, if you are around the eye, you can lose your vision.
Wow.
To that extent. Yes.
Wow.
That's why it's very important to choose where to go when you want
go.
to do this.
Yes,
That is very
absolutely.
important.
And what kind of treatment do you actually need, not just to follow
Exactly,
the
exactly.
trend? Another thing is, doctor, is it true that you need to start early when it comes to, you know, these non-surgical treatments to maintain, let's say, a bright kind of face, non-saggy face?
Yes, of course. You start early, but not too early.
What's the best
You
age
start
do you recommend?
there is no fixed age.
Okay, so it depends on
each
on
patient depends, because some patients the aging show on them very early.
Faster, yes.
So they have to start early. The idea of the anti-aging medicine, I will talk about only non-surgical,
Yes.
is to fight aging or delay aging. Okay,
Yes.
some patients, they really looks older than
Than
their age. These categories, they have to start early, at least to match their age or to be less than their age by appearance.
Yes,
That
absolutely.
is the idea of
Absolutely.
fighting.
For both men and women.
And women, of course. I'm talking in general.
Because we have, we have a lot of men who refuse
of
to
course,
go
yeah,
for
yeah. And it is
treatments,
more and
believing
more-
it's just for women. But
Yes.
maintaining your face, your
Yeah, of
look, it's
course,
for both genders.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
What's your say, doctor, about the anti-aging creams? Are these also important? The masks we use?
Look, of course. When you talk about the creams, when we talk about creams, there are a lot of things we are using, but there are not very strong evidence on their effectiveness.
And you need to be consistent.
Consistent,
So you can't just
yeah,
use it one night.
exactly. Yeah, exactly. These are like your daily use.
Yeah.
You have to continue. There are some
Long-term
creams,
result.
creams that protect you from sun.
Yes.
Because when you protect your skin from sun, you will avoid getting pigments,
Absolutely.
aging skin.
Yeah.
So these creams, moisturizer, you need to keep your skin moist, not to keep it dryness.
Yes.
Dryness is very bad
Yes.
for the skin.
I used to think the
Yeah.
opposite when I was younger
Yeah.
in my teenage. I wish I had this information about sunblock a very long
still
time
you
ago.
are young. Don't
Thank
worry
you.
about that.
Doctor, what are the latest when it comes to these non-surgical treatments in the
Yeah.
field?
Look, when we talk about latest, I can't tell you that every hours or every day there is something new that we can't cope with.
Yes.
This field, the anti-aging medicine, is the fastest developing field in medicine.
Yes.
Like every day there is a new technology, a new product, or the same technology. They have
Enhanced.
generations. So every day there is a new generation in all aspects, in the machinery, in the injectables, and in the creams.
Yes.
So every day
absolutely.
there is a new idea, a new product. They improve the product. For example, when they use any product, whether it is a cream or injectables or even machine, and they found that the effect is not that much, we need to improve the effect. You will see the same product with different face,
Yes.
with different generation to
Yes.
improve the outcome of it.
Yes.
That is every day.
Absolutely.
We can't say this is the latest. When I tell you that something now it is the latest, after 2
Could
hours
change
something
after
new.
2 hours.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So we can't say that. yeah.
Absolutely. That was
Yeah.
very informative, Doctor. At the end, before wrapping this segment, I think it's very important to get an advice from you, for anyone who is, interested in going for these non-surgical treatments to fight aging. So
Yeah.
what is your advice?
Yeah, my advice, I will tell you to start with, before seeking these things, you have to do 2 things important. Control your dieting, eat healthy and do exercise. This is the first step. Second, when you are in need for this treatment, the most important things is to know where to go and to whom to go.
Yes.
Because this treatment, not anyone can do it. When you look at it, it looks very simple and easy, but no, you can do disaster.
Yeah, I was surprised when you said that it could cause
Exactly.
a simple injection could cause
exactly.
a lot.
So you first of all you have actually let us talk about Bahrain. The people who supposed to give this treatment are the plastic surgeon, the dermatologist, and some subspecialties in like facial plastic surgeon, maxillofacial surgeon, and some medical specialties, but have a special training in
Yes.
anti-aging. They have to be certified to give this treatment.
Absolutely.
So anyone go, he has to know where to go, and you have to be sure about the product they will use on
Yes.
you. You have to check the quality, the
Yes.
type, and you should be sure that this person who is going to give you this treatment he is certified and authorized
Yes.
from the health authority. I mean
Absolutely.
the National Health Regulation Authority
Absolutely.
to do this treatment.
Yes, and don't try to copy others. I mean, a lot of people go for doctors and say, "Oh, you did this to my friend. I want it on me." It might
you
not
can't.
work.
No, it might not work. Each individual is a case by
Yes.
by
Unique, yes.
unique case.
Yeah.
You have to study your patient because look, standard of beauty. I mean, standard of beauty is well known for, especially for us as a plastic surgeon. We have in our mind that image, that
Yes.
measurement
Yes.
Okay, once we and the eye is the best evaluator for the standards of beauty. When you look at for example, when I look at the face of a patient, I know directly where are the things that out of standard of beauty.
Yes.
I'm talking about standard of beauty is a code discovered by Da Vinci,
Yeah.
which gives the eye the most comfortable vision when they look at it. When your eye look at something, when you see your eyes is very comfortable.
So are you
that
comfortable
mean-
now having this
Yeah,
interview?
very comfortable. So when the eye is comfortable looking at your face, that means your measures are
right.
within the standard
Within
of
the
beauty.
standards, yes.
Yeah. Sometimes the eye look at something
You find it odd. You find
odd.
it,
Yeah,
yes.
that means it is out of
It's out.
standard of
And
beauty.
this is what a lot of people need to know, that not just copying anyone's
No.
procedures or face would make you within
Yes.
that standards. You need to
Yes,
go
yes.
for what's best for you
exactly
as a case.
Exactly.
Thank you so much, Dr.
You're
Al Shahid.
welcome.
It was a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
you very much.
Viewers, that was enriching. Don't go away. We'll be right back for more. And that is all for this evening. We thank all the guests who are with us today, and we will see you next time in Bahrain Today. If you'd like to be with us on the show, or you have suggestions or questions for us, then contact us on our accounts shown on the screen. Goodbye for now, and God bless.